Who won the toss? It looks like Zesty won the toss and they're choosing to attack, as you do. Not getting ready. Let me know how it looks, if it's framey or choppy. There's not too much I can do about it, but I will at least try. Still need to update OBS to my new computer settings. Better safe than sorry. I see some cheerleaders on the sides here. Let's check. Yeah. Staff. Fan factor. 1 bribe. Okay, yeah, Varag and 1 bribe for the generals. So the Bombardier is going to struggle to stay on for very long, as is the sword. So they're gonna lose some of their weapons, but their hope is that the other team loses more of their players, then they will lose weapons. Bombardier is of course in prime position. They've offered 3 sacrifice goblins and kept the trolls out of harm's way. And the first thing that the ball and chain does is gets out of here. That's the first decision that Jazesti makes. So they will play without him for as long as possible and hope the Bombardier gets out before he comes on. Which is a good idea, because there's only 1 bribe. And it is a stunty piece, so if they can find a shot on it, it will probably go away. But the question is, the question is, who's going to take that middle block? Do you ever put the pogo stick on to guarantee the block hit? Probably not, right? Probably just let the goblins do it and hope for a 6. We are going to roster a chainsaw for this drive, and a pogo stick, and the hooligan. Hooligan dirty player +1 into sneaky get is so good. And also we get a little bit of utility from disturbing presence. Because if they can get that within 3 squares of the Bombardier, it sort of counters accurate. Yeah, it pretty much counters accurate, returns it to just an Agi 3+ passer. Or 4+ passer even. But yeah, 4+ passing on a bombing unit is kind of crazy stats. I was surprised. I feel like this would be a lot more viable if it was hang on, let me turn off view account. Be a lot more viable if it was 3+, just raw. Dude, imagine someone took a team where they give him a stat up, a 3+ passing on the Bombardier. That would be so sick. Anyway, we're off. High kick. Always good. Because it gives us a catch roll. We don't make it, but we're nice and close. And it's nice and safe. There's no real danger of a sacking play. We're straight into it. Oh, bit of a mistake early. This hit is not giving us follow-up hits, unfortunately. And this goblin also won't go down. So the trolls whiff. First 2 3-die hits. But this one will give you a follow-up block as well. So this one's not quite as bad. And we're just going to roll. We're going to roll all the blocks. We're taking the 2 dies without block now. We're going to push for a nice little contain here, which I like. Ooh, more dodging. And we take this block first. It now means that this is not super good, but we'll just block him instead of blocking him. I would have liked to see this block and then push him here, because now this is a free dodge out. Unfortunately, well, relatively free dodge out. And then we're going to blitz. And we finally get a 6. We get 2 of them. It just took like 12 dice or so. But that goblin's fine. So a pretty bloodless start for the 0-win goblins. There's a consolation prize. They'll be wanting to at least pick the ball up. But this is prime Varag target right here. Ozix, Pirate of Sazenmund, you are not long for this world because there is a Black Hawk staring you down. It's going to be 3 die, Swiss block, and Mighty Blow. And we can't even pick the ball up first time. We have to let it go, and it goes even deeper. So no foul, no troll knockdowns, and no trap players. I think Papa just is very happy with his first turn. And he hasn't even had to move any pieces yet. Yep, oh, we go for the troll. Alright, we have to go for the high value target. Not satisfied with the goblin, we're going to go for the armor 10+. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. A lot of people like to go removals, but when the trolls are the only 2 strength 5 pieces, one of them on the floor, means you have to start blitzing with it. And blitzing with a loner piece, it opens the door for for really stupids. And really stupid blitzes are a sure way to end the drive for a Goblin team, so you can see the meta knowledge. And we will threaten to surf this guy later on. With diving tackle on him as well. So he can't even get away if he wants to. He's going to have to sit the surf. Will we 1-9 this? No, we will not. We're gearing up for a bomb throw. Hopefully, probably around here. Maybe even probably to here. Yeah, probably through here or here, somewhere like this. Try and get some extra damage. But it's going to be interesting. A lot of people took reliable trolls. They took things like pro. They took things like block. But both these guys recognizing that, you know, you can get a lot more. There are a lot better things that you can field than a block troll in this format. So they wisely leave the trolls cheap. They give them leader because they're likely to stay around with their armor 10 plus. And put the money elsewhere. You know, you put the money into your block fanatic, which is strength 7. And then your Varag Ghoul-Chewer, which hasn't been counterpicked. I thought there'd be a lot more Varags going around, but there's only been 1 or 2. I think the only other one got knocked out in the first round or the second round. So there's no cancelling out of Varag with Puppet Justice. That's probably why he's made it this far. But now Ratty's got some serious questions to answer. He will just troll blitz and bite the bullet. This time we find a 6, and we're hoping for a break here as well, ideally. And there we go. High risk, but we do get the reward and a player advantage. Considering we have 3 guys essentially not in the play at the moment because they have to worry about the ball. Very important. Troll is now on an island. And I don't know how much we're going to commit to saving him. Especially if we leave the surf on. Yeah, it's such a strange game. 2 Goblin teams and it's turn 3 and we haven't seen a single foul. I suppose it's turn 2. You know what I mean? The 3rd turn of play. And not a single foul. Right. They're just going to stare at each other menacingly, I suppose. Look at this, some good spacing. It's anti-bombardier spacing. We're doing some very elf screen style stuff. And we have to keep the saw far enough back that there's no temptation to even try a long bomb. Because obviously it gets +3 on armor checks, I believe. All armor tests caused by or suffered by the chainsaw carrier have a +3 modifier. So it's a very efficient bombardier throw. And we're running the clock. Before we get the ball and we still don't get it on turn 2. Do we let this one go? No, we use our leader reroll here to at least get the ball in our hands and start moving down the left hand side of the pitch. This is quite a weak centre. But we will now end our turn with the attempt to dodge from DT. Down he goes. Stunned. Diving tackle not even needed to proc. Just a straight up 1-9 roll. But at least he's still here. He's not been surfed. Chainsaw is revving. This is an impatient chainsaw. Waiting for some action. I appreciate the coaches playing in 2 different colours. Noticeably different colours. We've had some games this tournament where they've both been in orange. Which has been very difficult to call and to watch. But this one's a lot more easy. Varag comes up short for once. He's not found the POW. So again, this is pretty bloodless. It's all positioning based. I think Varag is now going to drop into the... Do they drop into the backfield? Because it's a dangerous threat, but there is a chainsaw. In a lot of unmarked pieces, it is strength 5. But Ratty's not afraid to troll blitz. And if he doesn't roll a 1, it's a very good action against Varag. If they go down, they got problem number 1 and problem number 2 with Varag Ghoul-Chewer here if he hits the deck in the Goblin's half. We're in the 0-win Goblin's half, that is. Yeah. Settle in. It's going to be a long, slow game. Both coaches have 7 minutes in the time bank. It will go to overtime if we have to get a result today. No one wants to go out on a mistake. Especially in such a topsy-turvy game as Goblin Mirror. In Goblin Mirror, you don't want to give them anything because there can be some serious removal runs where you end up with like 6 pieces left on turn 11 if you're not careful. So no one wants to make the mistake if Varag comes back. Had a look. And the question is, when does Shazasti try and score? In an ideal world, I suspect he wants to run it in pretty quick to try and get the bribe out and we get the weapons in trouble. Unfortunately for him, Puppet just have enough of a bench where he can actually bench the Bombardier if we do go for a quick score. And no one seems, there aren't many ways to get knockdowns on for Shazasti. He's just got the 2 trolls. His block piece has the ball, so he's not going to be blitzing with that very often. And there's no ball and chain to find knockdowns because of the Bombardier threat. So it's going to be very slim pickings when it comes to like just knocking players over to foul them, let alone trying to get fouls in good squares. It's going to be a very difficult drive. And then, yep, we go really stupid, unfortunately. So that's not too hot. We're now readjusting our screen to account for the really stupid roll. And this troll goes stupid, and this was a blitz, so there's going to be no blitz action this turn. And we were going to go for this troll, so just signed up this guy for a world of pain. Probably vomit into a hooligan foul. Oh no, he's just taking a sneaky git lineman. There's no hooligan. I guess that's what you get for taking Barra. Probably a chainsaw foul then, or maybe just a sneaky git foul. Now this is a problem. Basti could be here a while because essentially lost 2 pieces for this turn. And if we turn on the tackle zone maps, where are the tackle zone maps in this? Camera, colors, T. So this is currently what the web looks like for Puppet Justice. We pass. In fact, we pass. We decide, no, we don't want to do anything. There's no point. We come too close, we get bombed, we get attacked. I'm going to try and draw them out, draw Varag into a scary position. But yeah, he's just going to keep fighting these trolls. 2 dice, no knockdown. And everyone's excited for this troll to punch a goblin. We're all come here to see. Now this is interesting. We might even get a goblin uphill fighting the troll. There's space for it. We can, if we crowd in, we can get it. This goblin stays alive because there's no 6. And this is with the Varag going after trolls thing is not working so far. But you can see what they're trying to do. He's trying to get the troll down in the deep backfield here and come in for a chainsaw foul. It's going to cost him a lot of pitch position though. It's the only thing. We have to put like 6 players in these in this area. It doesn't leave a lot for everywhere else. Yeah, I do have a good emote for trolls going stupid these days. Let me find it. I think it's the where's my emotes? Yeah, I got this one. This is a goodie. One of my favorites so far. The troll going stupid. How are we gonna run somebody through? It has to be tempting. Just to send a DT and put the DT like here. I don't think we're gonna try it though. No bombs thrown either. We're keeping it in the back. We pass turn. So Varag's marked up on a troll. We can give an assist to. And that might be the play here. We might see a fight back onto Varag, and if Varag does go down, then there is a chainsaw right here. There's a DP right here to try and foul him, and I think that's what we're going to fish for. And we get the 6. This is very scary for Puppet Justice. Varag messing around on the troll, can't get the knockdown, and this could be a pivotal turn. I think we can get enough assists to dirty player foul here. I think that's what I'd be leaning towards if I was Rusty. I'd be leaning towards the dirty player over the chainsaw. We can get like bring you over. Oh, maybe we can't bring you over. Actually, no, it might be chainsaw territory. If we're marking up here, ball comes to the middle. I was expecting this to happen sooner or later anyway. Do you reckon the troll might plug in here? Yeah, the chainsaw's going. Okay, chainsaw stays here. We're going to dirty player foul. I think this troll might plug in, and then we bring another goblin around. That might be the case. No, not moving him yet. We're going to go for the foul, and we don't. Great. Disaster. Alright, getting right back up. And he will have Bombardier support. I think there will be a bomb thrown this turn to try and alleviate some of this pressure on the Strength 5 Blitzer. And we will still have time for a Troll Blitz. Troll on Troll Violence. I suppose they're the easiest pieces to knock down on the pitch because they don't have dodge. And DT will proc. He needs more than a 3. He needed a 5. Now, is there a hit on the ball maybe here? Probably not. It's Operation Saving Private Ghoulchewer here for Puppet Justice. The goal has to be to try and get the blitz up onto this goblin. Try and get him back to safety. But the problem is, even if you end up sending here, you can then be knocked to here, so it's a little bit dangerous. Might see the sneaky git come in, and then we blitz up like this to try and get away from the trolls. Force the goblins to try and knock him down. Force them to try and make a chainsaw blitz into armor 10. That'll be what we see. First, we're doing the housekeeping. Slowly getting closer. Diving tackle next to the troll. Smart combo. It's the classic Croxagore with a DT skink from Blood Bowl 2. I remember seeing that quite a bit. It's a nice combo. You put the big guy on somebody, put diving tackle on them as well. And it forces them to either stay near the big guy by blocking the diving tackle piece, or you try and make a diving tackle dodge, which probably ends the turn for you. And if your turn, again, because it's going to end your turn, you save it to the last. And so if your turn ends early for whatever reason, it's a free block for the big guy. On a piece that was looking to dodge, so probably an armor 7 piece. Bombardier gets deep in the pocket. He's dropping back. He's looking at the O-line coming down on him. He's got the chainsaw running back, stepping forward for a quite literal cut block on the troll, and he's gonna throw from the pocket. The main event is, of course, the Sparag Blitz. And he is coming around. Where does he go? Going down. I think this is a smart thing. He goes for the hooligan with a pout. Hooligan's going to regret not putting it in properly, because this could well be the end of him. Star player. Gets him. Gets him with the crushing blow. That was a crushing blow diff. It was a 6. He needed an 8, I think. Yeah, it needed an 8. So he crushing blowed it. And it badly hurt the hooligan. That's massive. That's dirty player gone. There is still a chainsaw, but that's a huge piece removal. Farag finding value. Take that all the way to the bank if you Puppet Justice. That's a lovely turn up. And the way things have been going, this goblin might not even get punished. Trolls have been struggling to find the 6s needed. When Varag's breaking through, we see a troll stupid as well. Not the best day for troll stupid. So this is like your big one. We try and projectile vomit, and we don't even make that. Roll a 4. It's a disaster for Shazasti. We're chainsaw blitzing, but we can't even make that reroll a 4 again. Oh, it's all coming apart at the seams here. We do get a consolation prize POW. And that is of course the thing that breaks armor in this game. It's a stun. But now we have to sacrifice this guy to Varag just to keep him safe. Stop him from hurting anyone actually important. Goodness me, this is falling apart pretty fast. This is how Goblin games go though. When it comes apart quickly. And now we can't even make a 3+ dodge, it looks like. We're struggling to find everything. We do get it, and this is going to give us a 2-die block. And we're still 6 hunting. Alright, we moved to the side. We've realised, you know, things aren't going well. We might need to start making some serious progress. But the goblins are fighting. They've seen that the big guy and the induced, you know, they've seen that the big money makers aren't turning up. They're like, we got to do it ourselves, boys. We're going to get 2 injuries. So we're going really well so far for them. That's like 2 and 2. We're once again hitting the turn limit. I figured this would be the case. But now, do we have a punch on the ball? We probably might throw here. It's a long throw. Actually, I don't think we can because this only affects short passes, doesn't it? The accurate skills. So another troll stupid. You reckon Puppet Justice might offer him this side? He might offer him to walk up here and then just try and close the trap. Chainsaw's a bit too out of position at the moment. Anyway, we get a Varag punch for our troubles. Troll's getting stage fright, I reckon. Can't handle the big occasion. Oh, we get a 6. Varag turning it all up. Snick snick. Is this a once per game? Yeah, it's once per game. That was perfect. And he gets another. And that was the blitz activation. He's going to come underneath here and base the carrier, I think. Base the chainsaw's scary, but you are armor 10. And the dirty player's gone. So you feel a lot safer now, marking up people with your Varag. Yep, 3 goblins down. Oh, sorry, 2 for 2, but the real story so far has been the hooligan going down straight away. That's going to really slow down the removal potential for the 0-win goblins that he's going away. Buffett dipping? I don't know. Is this a big time bank turn? I feel like we're yeah. If this goes to overtime and we run out of shot clock, Puppet Justice might be regretting some of these early long turns. He may be way too high. This is the problem. They're both so high on painkillers. You know, they might be struggling here. You got to bear that in mind. You have no idea how much paracetamol these guys have ingested, or if they've probably done something a lot harder. We'll screen the saw. And will we throw the bomb? Probably not. It's still a little too far away. So maybe he was thinking, maybe it's a Hail Mary pass angle, to be honest. Or safe throw. Might be a better skill. Because this guy is so far away from the action at the moment. He's a bomber in being. You know how they have like a fleet in being? He's a bomber in being. He's just there. The threat of him turning up is enough. And he goes even deeper. Wow. He's really... What's he really scared of? I guess he's thinking it's turn 6. And they have to come down... Oh! What a turn. Just a straight up blitz on that DT and he's KO'd. Push Varag away to the backfield. He won't be following this drive. He's marked up on a troll. Oh, he's moving 6. Oh, that's sick. That's a vomit. Vomit badly hurt. If the fists ain't working, go with the mouth. Is the Fnatic already gone? The Fnatic did not take the field. Because Alva, he was subbed off instantly. It's part of a wider strategy by Shazasti to avoid this bomb hitting him. But it does mean we might end up having to see a defensive Fnatic, which never goes well. But yep, and they're starting to get the removals. 4 down for Puppet Justice. The ball steps back into his own half on turn 6. But now he has the whole field to move. I like this a lot. Oh, this is a lovely screen too. Keeps Varag completely wrapped. There's no cheeky 3+ out onto the ball. Saves him for overtime. Yep, that's also a possibility. I think he'll try. I think, yep, he'll save him as long as there's this bomb piece. He will be saved as long as he can. And so far, there's enough of a bench to keep him safe. That's the main thing. What are we planning here? Are we planning a... Oh, we're going to set up a scoring threat. Oh, I like this. They're laying down the gauntlet. We isolated this troll. I mean, I say isolated. They can run a goblin in here, run a diving tackle here to activate him. But 2 scoring threats. And we have plenty of rerolls in the tank. So you got to be careful. Whatever this is, you got to show some respect to them. And Varag can't make the hit this turn. He's too locked up. We can go for the 4+, 3+, but unfortunately he does have loner. And that's a 4+ loner, so it's very sketchy. It's very all or nothing, and we might not even find a 6 because this is a blodge piece. The only blodge piece on the field, I'm pretty sure. And unfortunately, the chainsaw's too deep to make a play on the ball. We'll have to make a play, I assume, on this guy with the chainsaw. But first, we get to important business. Varag fighting the troll. Trying to get this would be a really big removal. You can get the leader out. Oh, he does get him. I don't think that regens. No, he stays down. And the leader's out. That's a nice pickup for Varag. He's found 2 high value targets so far and it's only turn 6. So this might be the only score that we see for Shazasti the way things are going. The leader troll goes down, no regen. Oh. However, and we still have a blitz. The bombardier blitzes and finds a pow. He's just gonna whack him with the bomb. I've never seen this animation before. Let's find out. Some poor soul who animated this probably wondered if we'd ever see play. He just runs in and uppercuts him. I thought he'd involve the bomb with that. But gets a stun. But it cannot mark Phytix the Clown. I suspect we're going to run it in. I think it looks like a hand. We're going to hope to activate this guy sometimes. But if he doesn't activate, I think we just run hand off and score 9 times out of 10. Oh, we do get it though. We get the 4+ and we find a pow. That does complicate this movement a bit. And it might complicate the bench situation because that's a knockout. So we're 4 for 4. But you have to say that Puppet Justice has found the most important bits to get rid of. These goblins will not be missed. And now we're looking at a leap play. Or a 2 dodge play. To save the day. There's no chainsaw blitz unless we want to take a dodge. I think we're going to chainsaw blitz the sneaky git for a stun. That will not do. Do you ever see a foul here maybe? Oh, that's a big troll 1 in 9. Has to re-roll, but we get there. The bailout is huge. And now we need to get rid of this leader. Can't get a break. We only roll a 7. And now we've got 1 re-roll left for this play to score. Might not even want to score. Might have to think, oh, I don't want to give up 3 more LOS hits, one of which will be to Varag. We're going to foul the fouler. Foul on foul action, and that is a removal. There's no ref interest in that one whatsoever. He's looking to collect bribes for the weapons. He's not interested in collecting bribes for any on-picks action. He knows he's got some coming his way. Anyway, here comes the play. We're going to run through. We make the 3 and the 2 to get to him. And this is the important roll. And we run and 9 it. We fail the catch. Oh no. That chainsaw's excited. He's going to come in and save the day for Puppet Justice. And turn the tide of the match. If you can get rid of the pogo stick with a chainsaw, this could be over very quickly. Over in regulation. Bombardier's just become a normal goblin. He's just running around facing his own trolls to activate them. Casual stuff. Oh, saunters over. Says hello to the pogo stick. Ratty's got no rerolls. He might just give up and play to kill Varag this turn, or kill the leader. One of the two. And Varag recognizes this and runs away. Now the saw. Who's he going for? He's gonna go for the nearest goblin. Pogo stick can come later. That's another knockout. This chainsaw might be on safety mode, but this one's at least working a bit. And now there's 3 goblins marking 3 tackles on this ball, and there's no easy way to push off unless you want to take a troll GFI. I think that might be the only play. Actually, no, that's not true. You can 2 dice block off the floor, push onto the ball, and hope for a friendly scatter, but that's also a bit scary. Or do we take the chainsaw foul? No, the chainsaw runs away. Had enough for the half. He's getting ready to pay the ref. Here comes a 2 assist foul on the troll, which breaks and knocks it out. This will be a bribe check. I assume he's going to argue. And he rolled a 6 on the argue. But it still turns over. Now that is an interaction that I don't think many people are aware of, because if you bribe the foul, I'm pretty sure the turn doesn't end. It's been too long since I played goblins. That's how that works, right? If you bribe, can't remember. Maybe it's not. I think I might be just talking nonsense. Anyway, importantly, the pogo stick is getting powed. Roar the Emerald Giant can't break. That would have been a nail in the coffin, to use a terrible cliche. We're going to rev in the foul. I think we're coming in for a 2 assist foul here. With the Bombardier. Not before Varag takes a shot. Onto a goblin. He wants another one for his collection. Just a stun this time. So that's a unique interaction. There's a world there where you actually bribe and try and score, but I think maybe he thought the score was too much to ask for. Bombardier foul. Oh, yeets it. That's such a cool animation. Gets rid of him. But it is a ref check. Ref's going to say hello. And will this work? Do you bribe it? You argue. No, sirree. The Bombardier's out. Oh no, he didn't. He just argued. Cool. There's nothing. Lets it go. He's saying you can have your fanatic because I have Varag. And I have a chainsaw. And I still have enough in the tank to defeat it, especially when I'm on offense. Anyway, here comes the bribes. So far so good. Yep, the bribes work. We're down a bribe. 1 KO, 2 KOs come back for Puppet Justice, and 2 KOs come back for Shazasti. Parity. And all the bribes are good. I believe that means Puppet Justice is now out of bribes, and Shazasti still has 2 left to work with. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. So a slight advantage for the 0-wing goblins, but they are about to defend. There's going to be 3 LOS hits. One of them is a Varag hit, 2 of them are troll hits, so they should be back to level pegging at least. after this kickoff. Both teams can still field 11. Just about. You have 12 goblins left for Ratty and 11 goblins left for Perfect Justice. So yeah, in the break. I spot a chainsaw on the LOS. And the Fnatic goes on. For this half, for this drive. And because we're down, I think it's because, you know, we are down a troll for the count. The Fnatic now has to be our second troll. Let's get behind Perfect Justice here. Because he's attacking. Shazasti might be evaluating a short kick, maybe? Oh, a reroll. And that is one for the 0 in for the Goblin Town Generals. You go up to 3. Where's the ball at? In Varag's hands. He just catches it. And that actually is a problem, I think. Because now you got to be a little bit more careful with him. And he doesn't have Fumble or Risky. Oh, 1 in 27 to start the half. I think you have to let this go. It's going to be a long half of Blood Bowl. Oh, he eats it. Overtime, something overtime format. It's still a knockdown on a Goblin. Oh, don't know about that one. I might have been the bigger man and let that one go. This Goblin also stays up. No 6s. It's a repeat of the first half. The Diplomat stays standing for now. Fading, the Mighty Blow hits. The Chainsaw just drops one. That's a stun. Chainsaw's had a very good half. Very good match so far. Picks up where he left off with another armor break. But he is now front and center. Do we ever see Chainsaw on Chainsaw? We probably don't. I think we're going to protect this guy. Yep. His 2 buddies screening it off. This is so funny. Puppet just is having to carry on Varag. I think he might come up for a handoff here. That's what I'd be doing if I was him. There's no massive threat. And if we put the Goblin up here, then there's only good scatters for us. Oh, we're going to Varag Blitz. We've declared a Blitz activation. We're coming over to the left flank, and we're knocking this guy down. Oh, but we can't. And we don't get any follow-up hits, because he just assumed quite rightly that Varag would do the job, but he hasn't. And it's a no removal first turn for the Goblin Town Generals, and Shazasti's still in it. It is a strength 5 carrier though. Has to be said. There's a lot to say for a strength 5 agi 3 carrier with 6 movement. It's actually pretty good. I'm just going back through the logs to see if oh, it's too far. I can't tell. I'm wondering if it was a touchback and he gave it to Varag intentionally, or whether Varag just happened to catch the kick. Not sure. Looks like that was a both down taken and nothing happened. Spend the turn. And now, do we see a chainsaw come in? Absolutely not. Interesting to see where they put the Fnatic. Oh, about to find out. Now, Snaggy the Flamboyant's had a very good tournament, known for making all of their GFIs when needed. And they're going to protect him here. Chainsaw is open. Not anymore. Down he goes. Troll Blitz. When in doubt, punch the troll. He has used his leader reroll, but it's just a non-dodge piece. We can safely 2-die. Once again, no breakage. But it gives us a chance to get rid of the DT. Oh no, we're going to stand up and foul the DT. Roll off. That's the Goblin Town spirit. You'll try and get away from the troll, and we do so. So we're happy to give some space. We want him to come closer to the Fanatic, so the Fanatic doesn't have to work too hard. But we have committed a troll. We have committed the second troll to the front lines. There's a chainsaw nearby. But on balance, you gotta get some removals going. You can't just sit there and take your punishment for 6 turns on defense. That just doesn't do anything. And we don't have many weapons to get the ball down. In the sense that we don't have the strip ball goblins or the guard horns underworld goblins that we were seeing in this tournament. There's no sacking specialists. And in a 0-0 game is dangerous. Right, we're gonna collapse in, and there's a 6 on our goblin. Can we level things up here? And we do. That's the knockout. I believe that makes us 10v10. Actually, no. It's 11v11 overall, but the 11th player's sat right here, so it's a 10v11. And this is a big foul. This should be the removal here as well. Yep. Right, the only question is how many assists are we going to provide? 5 is probably enough. I do like this 3-square no man's land here between the purple team and the spinning chain of death. Varag is just hanging out at the moment. I don't think he's decided where to put him. Might just stand here and hand off. Yeah, I'm a savant. Failed the handoff, but that's okay. We let that one go. We haven't got our juicy foul. Yeah, but we do just have to let that one go. All on the floor. And honestly, that might... Maybe they regret it. There's a world. Guys, there is a big world where we just go for this blitz. Projectile vomit doesn't work. Oh, we go for the vomit. Oh, I might have gone for the push. Go for the block even. Because then we might just snag the ball here on like a 4-up. I would just tempt fate here with like a cheeky 5-up. Or try and get a scatter or something. While the ball's on the floor. But we haven't gone for it. We went for the vomit to try and clear a tackle zone straight up and clear the lane. And unfortunately it didn't work. I suspect it might be one of those where if it works I call him a genius. So I don't want to be too critical. Fanatic takes the stage, takes center stage. I suspect this one's coming in for we're going to go for the leader troll again. Or do we go for the... We might go for the groveler. For 2 assists, just to make sure this troll doesn't stand up. Might be what we see. But I think you have to reevaluate once you don't go for the ball play, because this has to... You have to assume that this will pick up and run to the left. Anyway, we don't care about that. We care about damage, and we cannot break. We roll a 5. That would have not even have broken this guy's armor, so... Big mistake there. From the player, not from the coach. This guy should have really fouled a bit better. If this is the problem, they've become so reliant on the hooligans for fouling now that the hooligans are allowed to be rostered. They seem to have forgotten just the fundamental fouling capabilities that all good goblin linemen should be learning, you know? The game's gone, is what I'm saying. The game's absolutely gone. These goblins coming up, unless they go for the stick, they're just not learning the fundamentals. And it's coming back to bite them here in the post-season. In comes Varag now. He's going to try and punch. We do get a knockdown on the troll. And the chainsaw's just stood right here. Varag situation. Is it going to be Varag domination? Follows. Troll hits the turf and is out. No trolls left. And Puppet Justice looks like he's sending this one all the way to the final. It's a fanatic in a dream. We still haven't even chainsaw fouled yet. We could go for even more damage if we wanted to. A one up and down. Puppet Justice just sitting right at the edge of the ball and chain, daring him to take the high risk line to come down. Knows that it's not likely. He'll just stand here and remove everything else until all you've got left is a movement 3-piece and you can't even say where it's going to go. Like I say, dude, these line goblins, they gotta learn the trade. That was another 4. With 3 assists, can't even break armor. Not in my day. Okay, what is left for Shazasti to do? No trolls. A few line goblins, and yep, here comes the ace in the hole. Ball and chain. He does get a troll down straight away on his second move. But there's no mighty blow on these hits. This is just raw power. And there we go, another 6 on a goblin. He's coming in. That's just a stun. Does he fish for Varag? He is going to try it. He punches that guy again. And he goes in on the chainsaw. Does he get him? He's just a stun. Oh, and he's right next to Varag. Hero play from Snacky the Flamboyant, but he just comes up short. And Varag is staring and waiting for his opportunity. He's playing, you know when you see, Total Wipeout, where they have to jump over the stick that's going around. It's one of those situations, just waiting. He's practicing his jumps. He's ready to jump the ball and then go in for a shoulder charge. And the saw fouls and it's another stun. He's never beating the low RPM allegations. Back goes the safety strip ball. He does have a strip ball. Oh, I thought this was sure hands. This is my problem with the new icons. He does have a sack threat. It's the strip ball who's dropped back to safety. But unfortunately, it's now in the hands of the sure hands piece, so the strip ball is entirely negated. Once again, the hard counter. And it's up to the blocking. The blocking is the goblin blocks are doing more damage than the goblin fouls. These guys are crazy. And we base the DT to try and put some pressure on the backside of the cage. And we're coming in for a late foul. Gets the break on the already stunned player, and they get him out for good. That's an injury. But the ref wants a word. That man was already down. And it's a decision. Do we bribe? A bribe here would say that they don't want overtime. They want to try and win it here. Tough call. I don't know what I would do here. I think I'd probably bribe. I feel like we'd lose OT. And that's what he settles on. We need the players. It looks kind of tragic when Varag kills this guy next turn. But we've got this marker in here. There's no guard. This goblin here is doing hero's work. I think it makes sense. This is the most, we want to put as much pressure as we can. Because the chainsaw is ready to hit the ball next turn. If Puppet Justice messes his turn up, the ball's going down. Here's what's going to happen to the saw. I don't know why we're taking this time now. I don't think we have any pieces left to activate. We're just kind of hanging out. And burning time bank for the sake of it. Hope he's doing alright. This would imply something's gone wrong on Shazasti's end. I can't see a piece left to activate. Is there a piece left to activate? Hello? Okay, he turns over. Oh, he's alright. God, maybe the painkillers are really kicking in. Hopefully he's okay. Well, as okay as he can be. Oh, he vomits on him. Clever move. Get up and vomit. And that is out of here. Barrag now is free to punch. The blitz vomit play off the ground. I wasn't thinking of that. Taking advantage of the glass cannon nature of a fanatic. Doesn't target the 7 strength, he targets the 7 armor. Barrag will stun, and I think we can make a nice safe cage. Now, if we do go to OT, there will be a KO roll. I think there'll be a KO roll, or did he injure it? Wait, where did the fanatic go? Oh, it's on this side. There will be a KO roll, I think. But we have to get there 0-0. That's a hard ask. Although there aren't that many pieces left, are there really? 1, 2, 3. I think there's a few stuns. Once the stuns get up, this looks a lot better for Perfect Justice. But there is pressure. We are going to have to make a dodge roll. Actually, no, we can take a 2-die block. What am I saying? Yeah, we have just enough pieces around so that we don't have to roll any dice. To keep the ball nice and safe. And now we have a 5-5-5 front. Just walk this way. And we are now in chainsaw 4+ dodge territory. Next to diving tackle. Right. So yeah, we are definitely in a really rough spot now. We have to drop the sword back and hope for a play. I'm gonna take a block on the DT here. Pushes him further forward. Frees up a goblin underneath to run around next turn. Unfortunately, I suspect that Nazir the Elusive will just stand here and try and put that to bed, or maybe probably stand here. Yes, it probably will be enough of a screen. And we're going to saw blitz. Rolls a 1. First chainsaw failure of the day. Saws himself, injures himself. And that has summed up the second half for the 0-win goblins. It looks like 3 wins is all they're going to get. Especially not getting a foul on the chainsaw there, even just a cheeky no assist foul. It's, I mean, you get 3 assists from the piece itself. That should be that, Miko. Yeah, we're in Hail Mary territory. With 4 turns in an open field, it'd have to be something really special. I mean, there's only 1 reroll for the Goblin Town Generals, though. The problem is that chainsaw is the last credible way to bring down the ball, short of turning yourself over on a both down, or just rolling a 6. But now that all these guys get to stand up, I think it's over. And Perfect Justice is going to the final. So we will have to have a 3rd place playoff, otherwise, because he can't just gift himself minis. Apparently, I think that's why we're doing a 3rd place playoff. Something to do with the Goblin minis prizes has to go to someone who's not him. So it's another game to watch if you're a Goblin Town fan. But yeah, it's not quite the turn I'd have done, but that's why he's in the semi-final and I'm commentating the semi-final. Probably would have brought the ball up a bit further. Oh, he still can do it. Oh. It's weird doing this without music. The dead air feels so oppressive. Ball stays in the pocket for another turn. I want to just punch a few more guys. Chainsaw tries to walk away. Nice dodge skill. Down he goes, and he's only stuck. Puppet getting the fair side of the green. But it looks like we can get a 2 dice on the ball. Yep, just all we need to make is 1 dodge. We can do that. We don't get the 6. This kind of has to go... Is this our last reroll? He's decided that it is, and we don't get it. Push skull. Then we follow it up. I don't know if I follow that. I might have let that... I might have just stood here. And we've failed to dodge out, badly hurt ourselves, and end our turn. Yeah, when it falls apart fast for the goblins, doesn't it, eh? Now it's time to clean up. 3 dice blocks for anyone who wants them. This guy wants them. Badly hurt. We're running out of players. We started with 16. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yep, 10 down. 11 down. Are we going for a pitch clip? I don't think so. We can't. We might be able to pitch clear, yeah. 1, 2, 3. 4 goblins left. Saw is unavailable. We don't have a foul this turn. We'd have to blitz and foul. And all of those would have to remove. Oh, we still have a block to make. We want it. Although, hold on a second. There's still goblins in the way here, chat. If that makes... Like... There's still tackle zones that they've not been dealt with. We're going to have to dodge away from this guy, at least. If we don't move this time, we'll have to make GFIs to score. It's like we're blitzing out front. After all this damage, we're taking a ball carrier blitz into a 3+ dodge. I'm a bit surprised. I thought we could have gotten a better line than this. We're going to stay. If we stay, it's GFI town for us. Although maybe Puppet Justice is saying, I don't want to risk anything. If we go to overtime, I'll win because they just don't have any players left. Okay, we are going to run around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. We made it. He figured it out. You made it to the right square. And if this breaks, that really is it. Oh, we dodge. We don't. Oh, I see. I thought we were hitting with Varag for some reason. The turn went on for that long. I thought Varag had an activation again. Last ditch dodge to try and get an extra block. Doesn't make it. Knocks himself out. It's still. And once again, we have a 2 dice block. Because that's how stunty games go. Because you can just run through them. Unfortunately, we have to take that block from underneath. There we go. You're running through. And down. There we go. We're through. Nice. I think we can come over the top now. It's GFI. Or do we just take the... No, we're coming over the top and rolling a 3+ dodge to get in. And that's our both down. We might be going to OT here. That scatter is not bad for them, but if they can dodge... Oh yeah, it's turn over. Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to OT. Probably Justice getting a bit lost in the sauce there. I think he thought he had it when the chainsaw injured itself, and turns out he didn't. Not even close. We will now be in GFI territory. We need 3 of them, I think, from the Sure Hands Goblin. Is this a blitz from Varag? I don't think it is. No, it's just a block. Well, that's another injury. So if it does go to, he's ensuring that if he goes to AT, he will have the advantage. Because my lord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 injuries and 4 KOs. Versus 4 injuries, 3 KOs, and a send-off. And we're not done yet. We really aren't done yet, chat. Oh, I was expecting a death the way things were going here. I'll still get a 2 assist foul though. That'll probably be enough. Even the troll just rolling, so everyone's rolling 6s here. Love of Justice wants this done in regulation. We have a handoff play. And we get here. So it's now just a straight 3+. 9 times out of 10 this game is over. We're even going for the insurance foul, but it doesn't break. So we still get 1 dice odds. But that is the only thing we get. It would have to be a straight 3-3 1 dice into a knockdown. And that's our only play. Here he goes. He goes around. Takes a rush to try and, I don't know. I think he had to just go through. Maybe like 3-2 instead of 3-3. And considering he had to use the dodge skill, it was actually the right play. We're going to mark the scorer. And a little bit surprised we didn't just at least attempt to mark Varag, but I can understand it feels a bit impotent either way. Varag will push him out the way. And here we are then, the main event. 3+ roll for the final. Here for Puppet Justice. Can he check it out? No worries there. So, 3 teammate situation, but we've only got... we might not have a troll. That's the problem. That is a touchdown. Goblin Town Generals, 1-0. It took 16 turns of pure blood. But we've done it. Look at the state of that bench. And here comes the ref. He wants a bit more money if he can get it. But the troll... wait, hang on. We haven't done the KO roll yet, so let's not get too carried away. We're now on to the red team's weapons. That's the last bribe, and the troll stays out. That is GG. GG's in chat. That is over. There's no throw teammate line. We're looking at a riot or a timeout or whatever it is called these days to give an extra turn. And even then, we have 5 players. Pogo did come back though. Please don't take 2 minutes for this one, guys. Yeah, I didn't get his timeout, Miko. Pretty sure. I suspect they're saying GG to each other. But yeah. Varag proving his money's worth today. That use of the hero power to get rid of the hooligan, so good. Literally was the difference as well. And we're getting in for a team photo on the front line. The Goblin Town Generals, or what's left of them. Yeah, we got 5 players and a dream. Strip Ball survived to the end. Didn't get his dream hit on Varag, unfortunately. The dream red die uphill on a stunty dodge to strip ball. Didn't quite happen. But yeah, poor fouling from these red line goblins here. They lost the hooligan, but they couldn't just get the fouls done. Every foul was a stun or not even a break from these guys. Just goes to show you can't rely on your hooligan. You gotta put in the hard yards yourself as a line goblin. Oh, he can hit anyone he likes. Nice. Welcome back, Puppet. GG, well played. I thought you almost came a cropper there. There's a world where he breaks your armor on that both down and it gets a bit hairy. But GG. Varag had a monster of a game. That early play where Varag got corralled and then downed into a 2-assist foul. I was screaming for the chainsaw, but the hooligan came in and couldn't break him, and then he just died. He just got injured the very next action, and that was really that. But you know, you got to take what the dice gives you, and you did go. I was surprised you were going so hard for the trolls. I get the logic, but like, just for like armor 10 plus is just a bit. Yeah, I mean, you got the breaks, so that's the main thing. Yeah, a consolation 6 here, just to wrap things up. And we get another one, and that's the game. And on that note, we have our finalists. So yeah, Puppet, you got to organise a third place playoff now, because yeah. Also, highlight of this game for me, seeing the Bombardier foul animation. That was a goodie. That was a really good one. I like that a lot. No, I enjoyed that quite a bit.